Hi, I'm Filippo, and today I'm reviewing the single best car I've ever reviewed, this 2002 Kia Spectra. Now I know what you're thinking, how could this possibly be the best car I've ever reviewed? I reviewed an Alpha 4C, an Alpha 4C, and I owned an Alpha 4C, but this particular car is the best I've ever reviewed for one specific reason. Because I'm an idiot. I'm going to explain what I mean in a second, but first let me introduce you to the Spectra. It's owned by my cameraman, Doug, who is currently standing behind the camera mocking me for being a cameraman. Doug bought this car from a big fat coworker who was moving across the country for $100,000. And it has a few flaws. There's this dent, and this dent, and this dent, and the gear lever has lost its shift. This is the door handle. And this is the noise it makes when it starts up. This car is so bad that Doug one time went on the Edmunds.com trade-in value tool to see what it was worth, and he put in all the specifics, and the trade-in value was $39,000. $39,000. Now, I didn't believe Doug, so I went on the Edmunds.com trade-in value tool, and I put in all the car's specifics, and the value that I got was $39,000. In other words, according to Edmunds, if Doug wanted to trade this car on a new one, he would have to pay an idiot negative $39,000 to take it off his hands. When I park my Aston Martin, I'm about as cautious as a hole getting up out of its prairie dog and looking for predators. No. And then I park in some lonely end spot, far away from everyone else, so that nobody will hit on me. In the Spectra, you can park wherever you want, even if it's between a Ford Escort and a Ford Escort. You also care about minor annoyances, like shopping carts hitting the car. The Spectra is also great to drive. I mean, really, it's great to drive. But in the Aston, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Whereas in the Spectra, you have to go carefully around every little pothole and road bump. And then there's maintenance. I just spent $14 on the annual service for my Aston Martin. According to Edmunds, this thing isn't worth $14, even if you had $14 in cash in the trunk.
The result is that you can get creative with repairs. In the Aston, who really cares? In the Spectra, everything has to be replaced perfectly to manufacturer specifications using original parts. And you really care about it.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, the Spectra is the best car I've ever reviewed simply because you worry about it. You wonder if anyone's messing with your Spectra. You'd worry if you scraped your Spectra's front end on the ground. You'd worry if someone backed into your Spectra in a parking lot. In fact, you kind of hope they did, because then you'd get a big fat insurance payout, wherein you have to give your insurance company negative $39,000.